Once again, it is a very deep pleasure, and as I said before, and I mean it, it is an honor to be here, to be leading the Institute, to be picking up where I left off 23 years ago, or 24 or 25 now. Can you believe it's been over 2 years since I've been back here? And to be here with our members of the professional division, our board of director members, the board of advisor members. Our honored guest, thank you very much, Norm, for being here and delighting us tomorrow morning with your knowledge. Right? This year's seminar's theme is Healing Consciousness and Technology. Find out for yourself, or as Bob used to like to say, go find out for yourself. What does that mean exactly? The term healing has many definitions. And so for this occasion, for tonight, I would like to define healing as the process of invoking and establishing a whole and balanced state of being that is in perfect alignment with our highest purpose and in the greatest interest of all. Does that work for you guys? Yes. Okay. So before I start the typical corporate State of the Union, State of the Institute address, I invite you to join me in energizing ourselves for this week ahead, for our purpose here for this healing seminar, with a brief meditation. Would you like to do that? Okay, Sam, if you'll turn down the lights. This is a short meditation. So, are you ready for a little business talk? Okay. I'm happy to report we are doing well and we're having fun at it. We're financially stable due to a number of reasons, not the least of which, of course, are our programs, products, and as ever, we're very grateful to all of those people who have supported us with their financial donations, which are going to become a lot more soon, huh, Penny? It's been a transformative time for the Institute. Of course, you now know we've hired our two magnificent new staff members, Jenny and Penny. Yes. Both of whom have over 20 years of experience in their respective areas. And we are so grateful that you have joined us. In fact, shepherded by Penny and helped by Jenny and the rest of the staff, we have now something called our first ever formal annual report. Isn't this beautiful, right? Okay. This is not only informative, it is good looking, just like I like my men. The picture on the front of it was taken by one of our program participants, Barry Zedek, and he graciously allowed us to use this. This picture was taken from the tower, the Nancy Penn Center. All right? And there are other pictures in here as well that he has graced us with. So there are all kinds of fun facts in it, you'll see, and we'll have it available for you at the back of the room on your way out or at any point during the seminar. We have had 2 million YouTube views, 257 programs we've had here across the world, and keep in mind this is a 2015 annual report. We had 27,000 Facebook likes, which are now up to 30,000. Bob's books are now in 18 languages, and there's all other kind of information also in here I think you'll enjoy seeing. Some other interesting figures for the statistically inclined. We conducted 67 programs here at TMI this past year with 1,198 participants, just too shy of 1,200. I'm very pleased with that. We currently have 23 residential trainers, 16 off-campus residential trainers in 11 countries, 15 guest trainers, 119 outreach trainers in 29 states and 30 countries. I think that's interesting. There are more in foreign countries than the United States. I think they got wind of the political candidate situation there. And we have 5 people in training to be outreach trainers. Also transformational this year has been the passing of our beloved George Durrett. He's like a brother to me. He was certainly a member of the Monroe family and of the TMI family. He had been here for about 45 years. He's the only person who could stand working for Bob that long. It was amazing. He was our farm manager, and he was also our facilities supervisor. Alice Monroe over there was also a great support to the Institute. She was married to Bob's brother, Emmett Monroe. And many of you probably remember her from playing the piano from Baldwin up at RMR. She's an accomplished pianist and entertained many of us during the PD seminars across the past. And then the young man here is Daniel Resnick, who was a housekeeping member of our staff, and the staff loved him, participants loved him. He would walk into a room and the sunshine would come on. And he was suddenly killed by a truck that hit him. So, of course, we miss them all. Some of you may have heard about the 42-inch pipeline the Atlantic Coast Pipeline folks want to put through our county on its way down to the coast of North Carolina. The pipeline could well come within 1,000 feet of RMR up here. And we, like a lot of other Nelson County businesses, are trying to block them from assaulting the beauty and tranquility of our environment. So I would ask that you keep good thoughts and focus on this being clear from any such invasion. On a happier note, we have been working to strengthen our outreach effort due to efforts from Ms. Ellen Walker over here, Jones Walker, excuse me. In addition to the outreach trainers activities, there are a number of people involved with our local chapter network. We now have 42 chapters in the United States and 26 in other parts of the world, who collectively have about 2,400 people on the rosters, though, as Tip tells me, the average of about 550 people actually are attending the chapter meetings. So I'd like to acknowledge and thank all of our outreach trainers, as well as Tip Walker, Darren Winchester, Anya Lysholm, Greg Brown, and Beth Haley for all your hard work on the local chapter network leadership council. Bless you for that. Jim Lane will be giving you a report on our research efforts, so I won't go into a lot of detail there, other than to say we are looking forward to more studies on SAM and other things you will be doing, Jim. It's still my hope that we will initiate an Explorer program. So we're working towards manifesting that as well. That's that different type of research, what you might call qualitative versus quantitative research. Would that work, Jim? In line with the Explorer program, which in the past was just a one-on-one booth experience where Bob Monroe would send the Explorer out into the far reaches of consciousness and then ask him or her to report on what they found, I've been discussing and having an actual 5-day, 6-night Explorer program with Bob Holbrook, which will be very dynamic and include some new technological approaches. Bob, you're going to talk about that a bit in your talk, right? So, not only that, you'll also be talking about the other languages you have put programs in and the new SAM CDs and so forth, so I don't want to scoop anybody. And in terms of the programs, we added Bill and Susan Buellman's Destination Higher Self last year, and we also offered Tom Campbell's My Big Toe, MBT. And though he's not coming back this year with it, he will be here in 2017 with 2 programs. Those of you who want to get in on that, you're going to have to sign up soon. They fill up very, very quickly. As you know, we started our first online program this year thanks to Andrea's design of it and teaching of it, as well as Beth Vaughn's teaching of it. And we will be adding more online programs as the year progresses. We also have this new program designed and being trained by Frank DeMarco and Bob Holbrook called Accessing Inner Guidance, or AIG. the new, improved version, right? This is about learning ways to access, trust, and apply your inner guidance in your everyday life. We have a 5-day, 6-night version now of Winter Robinson's and Dr. Larry Burke's Medical Intuition and Symbolic Dis-ease program. And then, as Ellen was talking about earlier, we now have the timeline programs with the personalized lab sessions being conducted by Ellen and Tip. You explained a bit about the life quantum biofeedback system, so I don't have to go into that now. How lovely for me. We're extending and expanding our program offerings from just not having them here in the United States, but into California. We recently had the Gateway program in Santa Barbara at La Casa de Maria. Do any of you know that facility? Right, it's beautiful, huh? We'll be having another one in December there. We're also considering the possibility of bringing our programs into the Midwest. So stay tuned, we'll see how that evolves. Many, many years ago, I used to go to Kansas quite a bit. Believe it or not, it's a hot spot for consciousness studies. Mm-hmm. We are continuing the formation of the Alliance. You remember I spoke about that last year and how excited I was about that. I still am. And now we are calling ourselves, we have our real name, the Alliance for Global Consciousness. And following Bob's lead, we call it the AFGC. The AFGC's mission statement is short, it's sweet, and it's very potent. It's connecting humankind through experiencing expanded awareness. That's a mission statement you can remember, unlike some others we know. The Alliance is comprised of TMI, the Ryan Research Center, the ARE, ICEAM, IANS, Marilyn Schlitz's Worldview Enterprises, and most recently, Glide Wing Productions. We're working on a joint website, and we're continuing to cooperatively support each other and each other's organizations' events, which is what it's all about. So I'm very excited about that. It's ongoing. I'm also delighted to report that in the very near future, we're going to have our internet speed up. It's going to be a colossal breakneck speed of 3 megabytes per second instead of the 1.5 that we've had all these years. It's one of the prices we pay for being here in Shangri-La. So rejoice and be glad. It's 3 millibytes. Why do I want to say millibytes? Megabytes. We're continuing to make improvements to our wonderful homey and aging facilities. Yet at the same time, we're holding in our mind's eye the brand new, super tech, gorgeous, leading edge, beautiful, mini-roomed, every check room has its own bathroom, and every room has its own temperature control. Would that be exciting? That will eventually happen, okay? And as ever, you wonderful professional members, you guys remain the core, one of the very important cores of this place. You have been the ones to help fulfill Bob's desire to bring something of value to the world and to get it out there. I've watched you for over 30 years. You may have only had 27 meetings, but I've been watching you for over 30 years. You're the ones who have put your hearts into this work, often using Monroe technology, principally hemi-sync, with your clients, your patients, your students, helping them become more conscious, helping them achieve targeted states of awareness, and helping them heal. So as we continue with our mission, and we keep expanding our efforts of creating a more conscious world through expanded awareness and self-discovery, I thank each of you individually and as the group entity called the Professional Division for all you do. And I look forward to working with you some more through many more years as we continue to expand our offerings and expand our presence in the world.